Some time ago, I put up a video on how to achieve your goals. If you haven't watched that, go check that out. I'll put a link somewhere on this video. But today, I'm going to talk about one of the fundamental things that you need in order to achieve your goals. So this applies to everyone, not just the entrepreneurs or founders. I'm an entrepreneur myself, but I use this in all aspects of my life. Now, the thing that we need to understand is how to make decisions better, make them faster, make them smarter, just better in general. And the way we do this is to really understand how decisions are made and what are decisions. So, in everything that we do, we are faced with so much choices, so many choices, so many decisions, and we've got to really understand how we break down these decisions and how we can actually make them more efficient. The way to do this is to understand a key concept called decision longevity. So I'm just gonna write this down. Decision longevity. Now, what is that? This is something that affects everything from your personal life to your business. And I'm going to use a personal example that everyone can relate to, just so that you can understand the concept a little better. Now, we've seen entrepreneurs like Mark Zuckerberg and Steve Jobs talk about this. They reduce the number of items that they have to think about on a daily basis. Now, why is that? Mark wears the same t-shirt. Steve Jobs wears the same polo tee, right? All the time. It's not because they don't have a sense of fashion. It's really because of decision longevity. Now, on a day-to-day basis, if we were to look at our wardrobe and have to continually think and decide on what to wear, that really shortens our decision longevity for choosing a piece of apparel or a piece of clothing to wear to a really short time frame. In this case, on a daily time frame. And when we do that, this means on a day-to-day basis, we've got to continuously think about what clothes to wear, right? What clothes to wear. And that's not a good thing. That's gonna mean that we are gonna have to do this every single day. Now, in the case of Mark Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, and even myself, because I've learned a lot from that, decision longevity is now a matter of months or even years. Instead of the day-to-day thing, now we have something that lasts months or years. Why? Because your single decision on deciding what t-shirt to wear now lasts you months or years. And that's what I love about the longevity of this decision. It took me a while. When I first wanted to figure out what t-shirt or what pants or what shorts I would have in my wardrobe, that took a while because I had to find various t-shirts. I got to try them on. I got to see what I liked. It took a while, maybe a few days, over a few weeks before I found something that I absolutely liked, and that's a t-shirt, a black t-shirt from my probably favorite brand, Uniqlo. And that black t-shirt is something that I can just go to every single day for the next few months or hopefully the next few years, and I don't have to think about that. Now that's one decision that's completely removed from my life. Now when I wake up in the mornings, or when I want to decide on what to wear, I don't have to anymore. I know exactly what I need to wear, and I just pick that up and I wear it. So that decision longevity for that piece of that t-shirt or that top is now tremendously long. And that's something that's really, really cool. Black shirt, black shirt, black shirt, black shirt, black shirt. Really easy. The only problem is laundry because everything is black, but hey, it's so easy to make decisions because these last forever. This is a concept that we can apply anywhere. Right? I'm talking about a t-shirt that we wear on a day-to-day basis. This is a concept that can apply to most things we have in our life. For example, how to fix a problem. So if we think about the case of how to fix a problem, this is a decision that needs to be made. Now, it can happen in our personal life as well. That's probably the easiest way to think about these things. For example, if you cook, right? I cook, and a lot of times I used to think about this problem, or I used to think about these decisions a lot, like what do I cook, or how do I cook, right? Or how to cook dinner, right? This is that problem statement. That's one decision that you have to make. Now, let's say you have like various choices, and then you decide, okay, cool, I'm gonna cook a steak. Now you need to have a new problem or new decision to be made, which is how to cook a steak. And it goes on, right? It could be how to cook bolognese pasta. It could be how to cook whatever, right? But that literally becomes the decision that you have to make. And if that's not what you want, you still have to go through it, right? And what I found was that tremendously reducing that helped me a lot. So even though I cook from a very selective choice of dishes. And I know how to cook every single dish because it's all been very simplified. I choose easy to cook, easy to prepare dishes, and I choose the ones with common ingredients, with very simple cooking steps, and that allows me a really short cooking time. So from that, I reduce the decision longevity because now I have, for example, 5 dishes that I know how to cook at the back of my hand. I just have to go to the kitchen and the ingredients are all there, and it's easy to stock. It's easy to prepare. Like I don't need to thaw them out or anything like that. Not much, anyways. And I know exactly how to cook that dish. My big hack is frozen meat. I got shabu, I got minced meat, I've got pork collars, like nice pork chops, even steak. They're all frozen. I just bring down the meat a day before, and it'll thaw in the fridge. And this one pack is like 500 grams. 500 grams of meat, depending on whether it's beef, pork, or chicken, gets you about at least 20 grams of protein. So 500 grams is about 100 grams of protein, which means I can make 2 meals out of this. I pan fry it, cook 2 meals, portion it out into 2, have one immediately, keep one in the freezer, and I use a microwave to heat it up. So meals are super easy. I cook for about 5 to 10 minutes. Sometimes I don't even need to be there. I just leave the meat to cook, and then I go do my stuff. And it makes it super easy. I know what kind of macros I get. I know how long it takes, and yeah, it makes decision fatigue like non-existent, and all my decisions have super long longevity as a result. Same thing happens, going to the gym as well. When I was first starting out, my fitness regime, I would go to the gym and I'll face the gym not knowing what to do, and it was very, very confusing, and also not very, very effective. The decision that I made, the gym day itself, the workout day itself, would only last me for that gym day. And it would, again, take up a lot of time because I need to think about it beforehand, or I need to get to the gym and then start thinking about what workout to follow, what training regime to follow. And it would be very inefficient because I'll put in like exercises that I didn't prior think about, or I didn't practice, or I didn't know what to do. And so the decision longevity of each decision that I made would be short. It would be just for that day or just for that period. In the case of cooking, it would be just for that meal, and so it would be horribly inefficient. Just like my cooking, I reduce my workout to a exact training program that I can use all the time. And I know, and I pick from various exercises that I know and I'm very comfortable with. And so I put them into my workout, and I know exactly what I'm going to work on, what body parts, what exercises, how to perform them. And so my decision longevity is now tremendously long. Again, it is this concept over here. Rather than to repeat them day to day or time from time, I have made all the preparation that I need. I've made all the decisions that I need to make way up front, so that the longevity of these decisions are gonna be months or years in the future before I need to make a new decision again. In this example, it's directly transferable to business as well. In business, we have the same things. As a person in business, you have to think about things as well, right? Like, should we take on this customer, right? During your sales process, and you're thinking about conversions, you got to think about clients and customers, and sometimes a customer comes up or applies for your business, and you don't know if he or she is the right kind of client or customer that you want to serve, right? If you have to repeat that decision on a day-to-day basis, that's going to be sucking up a lot of your time. Worse is when you have a team and now you have to translate that decision-making process through your team as well. If you don't do that, then typically what happens is the team, when faced with a problem, will come to you for the solution and ask you what to do, right? The solution to this is to really have decision longevity by creating systems and processes and SOPs, things that help you as a business create a very long decision longevity for all these choices and decisions that you need to make in business. Another common example is, should I refund this customer? Right, is a question and a decision that has to be made. But if you translate that into a matrix that allows people to break down the considerations and the factors and the criteria that is necessary for you to make a yes or no choice for that decision, then suddenly you have this tremendously decision longevity. The only time you change that is if something changes in your business or when you realize that the decision might not be optimal and you tweak it a little bit. But the longevity is going to be tremendous. We're not talking about a single use, but like weeks or months or even years. So I think that's one of the fundamental things that I want to talk about, which is decision longevity. It affects, again, everything that we do in our lives, not just business. Hey, if this helps you, if this is something that you like, let me know down in the comment below. Do you use this in your decision making? Does this help in your goal setting? Or if you have any other questions that I can help you with, let me know down in the comments below. Please remember to like, share this video, and more importantly, smash the subscribe button so that you'll be notified whenever I put out videos like this. Cheers, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.